Today we're taking a look at the Portland Trail Blazers vs Denver Nuggets match, which is happening on Tuesday, June 1, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. If the Lakers cover or pull the upset, they need to get healthy and attack the rim offensively. Davis and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope are both questionable to play Tuesday night. Davis's impact is tough to properly quantify. The Lakers have been 5.2 points better with him on the floor this season, but his absence is mitigated as long as James was on the floor. With James on the court and Davis off it, the Lakers posted a plus 7.1 point differential per 100 possessions for cleaning the glass. What's extremely problematic is Los Angeles minutes with both superstars off the floor, during which it's minus 3.1 points per 100. The Lakers went from 6.5 point favorites in Game 4 to 5-point underdogs in Game 5 as reports surfaced Monday afternoon that Davis is unlikely to play in Game 5. Davis's absence would be significant as he was leading the Lakers in scoring at the time of his injury, while his length and athleticism are irreplaceable. The Lakers are reportedly hopeful that Caldwell-Pope will play Tuesday after being close to playing on Sunday. While he has struggled with his shot this series, his defense, particularly as the Lakers' best defender of Devin Booker, will be missed if he remains out. The Lakers obviously are better with both of their superstars on the floor, but with James' ability to get the most out of his teammates, you can't count this Lakers team out just yet. I'd expect to see more minutes out of not only James, but Alex Caruso and Marc Gasol. Caruso was an absolute menace defensively against Devin Booker. Caruso put up a plus 8 in 29 minutes in Game 4, despite the Lakers losing by 8 points. Gasol has seen his role slip in head coach Frank Vogel's rotations, but with their backs against a wall, if the Suns win and cover as home favorites, they will need their perimeter trio of Paul, Devin Booker, and Cameron Payne at their best. Paul's shoulder is probable to play on Tuesday. If Davis and/or Caldwell-Pope are out, the Suns will need to take advantage of their replacements defensively. While the Lakers have quality defenders like Gasol and Alex Caruso who may start in their place if both are out, the Lakers will also have to play some players like Drummond, Harrell, and Ben McLemore, who are defensive liabilities whom the Suns can hunt in the pick and roll. After scoring fewer than 8 points in each of the first 3 games of the series, Paul scored a team-high 18 points while recording 9 assists and 0 turnovers as he looked more like himself. This was his 6th playoff game with at least 9 assists and no turnovers, passing Magic Johnson for the most such games in playoff history. The Suns controlled the majority of Game 4, but the Lakers made a late push to close the final deficit to just 8 points. Los Angeles did this by forcing 15 turnovers, including 12 steals. The Lakers' defense was excellent, and the Suns were able to push in transition on 25% of their plays. While I lean toward the Suns winning this game if Davis remains out, I expect this matchup to be competitive and prefer the value on the Lakers and the points. Expect James to have a huge night regardless of Davis and Caldwell-Pope's health. It appeared that James was settling for more jump shots early in this series to allow Davis to carry the load while James preserved himself for later rounds in the playoffs. However, this is an incredibly crucial game for the Lakers, and James will leave it all on the floor Tuesday night. The concerning issue here is the Suns still are shooting just 33% from three-point range, and even though this is not a shot they take often, 36.6% of their looks on the season come from beyond the arc, it can make it difficult to pull away against the defending champs. Phoenix will need to maximize its efficiency on the interior through DeAndre Ayton or work to free up Booker and improve its spacing moving forward. Booker and DeAndre Ayton must take advantage of easier matchups than normal if Caldwell Pope and/or Davis are out/limited. Booker's tough shot making has been important all series, and he will need to be the Suns' focal point offensively to win in Game 5. Ayton took advantage of more favorable matchups inside on Sunday as he scored 14 points on just 8 shots while grabbing a game-high 17 rebounds. My first betting advice for that game is to pick Lakers +5. The Lakers not only lost Game 4 to fall back into a tie in this best-of-7 series against the second-seeded Suns, they may have lost one of their best players, Anthony Davis. Davis suffered a groin strain in the game and is doubtful for Tuesday's Game 5. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is also banged up and is questionable for Game 5. This has been a back-and-forth series with each of the teams winning 2 of the games. In the last game, it was the Suns that were able to come away with a 100-92 victory. The Suns used a balanced attack in that game with 6 different players scoring in double figures. Chris Paul paced the team, finishing with 18 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. The Lakers were led by LeBron James, who finished the game with 25 points and 12 rebounds. Davis only played 19 minutes and had just 6 points. Davis has been the best player in the Lakers' 2 wins, as the Lakers badly need him. LeBron James led the Lakers with 25 points and 12 rebounds. Marc Gasol had 12 points and 8 rebounds, while Kyle Kuzma chipped in with 11 points. Alex Caruso was the only other Laker in double figures with 10 points. The Phoenix Suns had lost the last 2 games of this series to fall behind 2-1, but on Sunday they managed to even the series at 2 games apiece with a 100-92 win. The Suns flexed their defensive muscles, holding the Lakers to 39% shooting. They also had 12 steals and forced 15 Laker turnovers. The Los Angeles Lakers have some issues heading into this game, and this is one they have to treat like a must-win. The biggest issue for the Lakers is it looks like Anthony Davis isn't going to be able to go, and that is a big loss for this team. Davis on the season is averaging 21.8 points while shooting 49% from the field. LeBron James has been playing well this postseason and coming off a big game, but the Lakers need other players to step up. The Lakers' second player in the last game was Marc Gasol, who finished with 12 points. On the other side of this matchup is the Suns, who have been inconsistent in this series, but their defense was the difference in the last game, giving up only 92 points, and that led to the victory. This hasn't been a high-scoring series, and when they have struggled, it's been the offense that has let them down. 2 games ago, the Suns only scored 95 points, and that led to the defeat. Paul and Devin Booker are the best 2 players for this team, but Jay Crowder was an X-factor in the last game. In this game, they are going to need Crowder to have a big game. The Suns were led by Chris Paul, who had his best game of the series. Paul led the scoring attack with 18 points and dished out 9 assists. Jay Crowder and Devin Booker each had 17 points, while DeAndre Ayton had 14 points and 17 rebounds. Cam Payne chipped in with 13 points off the bench. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.